Hi everybody from a beautiful day in Skyrim. I've got a bit of a different video for you today. It's one that's been requested and it's to do a selection of my favourite weapon mods, which is pretty hard really because I don't have that many favourites, but I do have a few. But before I show you those, I've just parked them all at Elysium to show you just a few. I thought that I would show you my favourite shop mod for weapons. So I'm outside of my beautiful little alchemist home right now. This is on the same spot as Greenmount Gardens, but in the back garden you'll find a random tree trunk, and this is a mod called the Floating Market. And I've talked about this before. I've done a video about this mod. It sells, oh my god, so much stuff you would not even believe. And if you come here and you find yourself overburdened by all your massive shopping purchases, it does come with a little living space for you so that you can drop off all your rubbish, all your old crappy armour, and dress yourself in your new stuff. Look at that, weapon racks and everything. It's really handy, apart from the fact that it's actually a really fabulous mod. So, wow. I mean, I don't even know. I've done a whole video, so I won't bother going through it all again, but just take a look at this.
Take a look.
I mean, some of these weapons are just drop dead gorgeous. So, you know, frankly, you don't really even need me to show you what I use, because, whoa. Just, oh my god. I filled up Texarium, my dwarven home, in my last playthrough. That had a massive armoury, wonderful armoury. And I filled it up with all these gorgeous looking weapons. So there are probably, I don't know, dozens, hundreds for you to choose from. From the sublime to the gorblimey, you know? So many different styles. Wonderful. So,
All right.
that's my kind of get out of jail free card really, by showing you this, because if you don't like my choices, well, that's fine. Come along and pick some for yourself. My choices are all pretty much from mods actually. Excuse me, dude. So we'll nip back to Elysium and I'll show them to you. Alright, so at Elysium I've got a few weapons and a couple of armour sets as well. This one's asked about all the time. This is LC's Landlord armour. And both Inigo and I have been wearing that for so long. It's gorgeous, isn't it? It looks like beaten copper. That breastplate is so beautiful. And also an LC armour mod is this one. This is the Field Guard armour. And we wore that for a while as well. You get the recipe to be able to make that from one of his homes. I can't remember which one it is now. Citadel or one of them. But it's also a standalone mod. I shouldn't have chosen the archer's shoes. I don't care for those, but never mind. So you get a little shield with it as well that's very attractive. And that armour, you can't see it on the mannequin very well, but if you just look through there, you can just see he's got a little cape on the back, which is very nice. Anyway, so those are LCs, and I do like them. The weapons that are on either side, Twinkle and Icing Death. If you saw my video the other day when I was talking about the Forgotten Realms, these are straight from the Forgotten Realms. These are the two weapons that Drist, the drow, uses. And this mod, it's called Drist Swords, and they're craftable, upgradable, come with no enchantments. I found these two at the Silent Ruin in Blackreach. That's where I went for them, and that's by Nika Roshi, this particular mod. And I don't know, they're lovely, but they seem a little bit plasticky almost. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. They weren't really what I was expecting, to be honest, but nevertheless, named weapons, eh? So, you'll see here the normal, oh god, she's having a complete meltdown. What's it called? Oh my god, I've completely lost it. Lost the plot entirely. Let's just remind myself. Blades, there you go, it's not that hard. This Blades armour, this is the normal, general, what you always see Blades armour. And now look at what I'm wearing. This is the ancient Blades armour, and whoa, That helmet looks so great on my little pussycat face. It almost looks oriental to me. These shoulder pads are something else I've never seen before. And this armour came from the Skyhaven Temple house mod. So I really like it. I think it's really fabulous. The detail's exquisite. Such a good job. And in case you're wondering about those arrows on my back, those are the field arrows that come with the field armour. I quite like them. Nice green feathers on the end. Attractive. And my bow, this one, this is my go-to bow. The one that I always install every new game for both Skyrim and SSE. And it's the Doom Bow. Just the name of it. The Soul Master's Doom Bow. To me, that is... it's just awesome. It doesn't look much when it's on the back, obviously. But I'll show you what the arrows look like. Soul arrows. The arrow with that little extra kick for the discerning adventurer. And they have like an exploding effect. So yeah, it doesn't actually, launch fire or anything like that. But they are very groovy indeed. And the actual bow itself, it's just a generic looking ebony bow, but it does go shiny when you pull it out. So as you can see, Soulmaster's Doom Bow, powerful enchanted weapon, handled with care. It does a ton of damage and is worth an absolute fortune. So yeah, that I always get. This is interesting. This Blade of Evil's Bane, this is a mod. Oh sorry, I didn't finish saying. The Soulmaster's bow and arrows, they are by Soulmaster himself, and I'll leave a link because you can also get a little cottage with that. I'll show you. We'll go there in a second. I have done a mod on it already, but I'll show you what it is. But this one, whilst we're here, Blade of Evil's Bane, I tried to hang this up to show you, but it wouldn't stick on the whatnot. So I'm going to have to show it to you like this instead. This is very nice, huh? I love this. And this is a new one that I just picked up a couple of days ago. I can't even remember who the mod author was for this. I think, it was John Skyrim. And that is a really gorgeous thing. So it doesn't have much going on in the way of base damage is 12, but there is a 50% chance, I'll show you, for each element of fire, frost and shock to do 10 points of damage. So, that's nifty. Also, where I found it, it was in a rock stuck in a skull north of Morthal. You'll see on the mod description page. Little spoiler coming up. When I picked it up, oh my god, I nearly bloody had a heart attack because the skull exploded and it scared the life out of me. I actually ended up just laughing at myself for being such a girl. It was excellent. Very funny. This is Sild's staff, and it's just a beautiful thing. That's from Legacy of the Dragonborn. And this, oh my god, I love this thing. This blue sanguine rose. How nice. That's all it does. Just recolors the sanguine rose to blue. I can't pronounce the mod author's name. I'm not even going to attempt to mangle that. So again, I'll leave the link and you can have a look at it. Don't think there was anything else that I wanted to mention. The Drizzt swords is by the same mod author that I showed you these bows the other day. The Tempest Honor. These are very nice. I love these bows. And Hawthorn. They are smart. So I think that's about it for my favourite weapons, but I'll just quickly show you where the cottage is and what you get for the Doom Bow. Okay, so now we're outside of Dragonbridge and I'll show you. There's Dragonbridge, and this is the Traveller's Rest, and this is your little home. It's a very, very basic cottage, like, seriously. You can tell I've never lived here. It's not my cup of tea at all. But it did house the wonderful bow, and it gave you some backstory, some details, which I always like. And with this, there's the diary, comes a little secret cave. Oh my god, look at that. This is Clef J's Dragonbridge, and I just love this place. It doesn't interfere with this mod at all, by the way, apart from one random tree there, which you could delete if you wanted to. I've just left it there because it doesn't bother me. I never come to this home. I literally just download it for the weapon. And you do get some of those arrows, and you'll find them in here, in Soulmaster's Secret. Oh, if I can jump up, there he goes. And so you'll find there's actually quite a lot of money, etc. in here. Loads of coins, blah blah blah. The chests are now pretty much empty. I took all the good stuff out. Oh, I left some money. And yeah, my floor is a little bit wonky. I think there is a little clash showing in the landscape between the two mods, but like I say, it doesn't bother me in the slightest because I literally don't come here. So this bow and the arrows, you can craft the arrows, but I'll just nip over to old Skyrim and show you how it works over there. Okay, so now I'm in old Skyrim in Whiterun, and for this game I didn't bother with the house. I just got a chest actually, which I'll leave you the link for. It's the Soulmaster's chest, and you'll find it in Whiterun, just under the bridge here. And it's got some real cheaty goodies in it. So there's the chest, and it comes with the obviously the bow and the arrows, the ability to craft more arrows, and also there are a couple of little other trinkets in there. I can't remember what they were now. Oh my god, do you know, I got much further in this game than I ever thought that I had. When I thought, oh yeah, I've only done a couple of things in old Skyrim, and then when I logged in I was like, blimey, I've actually done a massive great part of the game. Here we go, Soulmaster's Craft, so it improves archery, thievery and crafting. Look at the value on that, that's insane. And Soulmaster's Legacy, all magic powers increased. I'm actually not wearing either, but you know, they are pretty good things, so handy to have. My one-handed weapon of choice for this game, unfortunately the mod is no longer available now. I'll show you what it looks like just to tease you. It's shiny and it's pretty, and that's why I liked it. It's called the Sword of Lost Light. Look at that thing, it's so gorgeous, and it's just a beacon. It's wonderful, I love it. And apparently the mod author got some flack because of the shape of the hilt of the handle. It looks like a cross. People got upset about it. What the? I don't even know what to say about that. What the frick, people? Stop being such bloody snowflakes. That's what swords look like in my head. That's what swords are supposed to look like. Anyway, enough said before I start offending everybody, but I love this thing. I think it's so pretty, and I'm so glad I got it before the poor guy had to feel like he needed to take it down. And I can't even remember the mod author's name, which is a real pity. Anywho, this little pretty thing, that weapon that came from Elysium. You know, I just pick up my weapons in mods basically because I think they're much nicer than the vanilla ones. So that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this rambling selection of weapon mods. I probably won't do another video like this again because this isn't something that gets me going and gets me excited, you know. It's not something that I really enjoy talking about because I don't really know much about the weapons. Nobody wants to hear me say, oh yeah, I picked it up because it was shiny and it was pretty, you know. But anyway, that's it. That's my take on weapons. Do let me know what you think about it in the comments, and take care and stay safe, everybody. Be nice.